Low snap. Mayfield in the pocket, in trouble, and they've got him. Danielle Hunter with the sack.
And you can see him just coming right here, right off the edge, double teamed. It's the extra effort. Just doesn't quit. He's got a high motor.
For good field position for Tampa Bay. They started on the ground and whacked up from behind, and a loss of 1 on the play.
For the first-year Eagle. Off the fake. Pressure. Hurts. Taken down. Bevy of white shirts are in on that one. Led by Danielle Hunter.
You see again the rookie linebacker Pace walked up into the line of scrimmage, affecting the communication on that right side. Hunter doing a good job.
2nd and 20 from the 35-yard line. Hurts a ton of time. Serving. Now flushed out. Finally taken down. So the secondary did its job. That's Danielle Hunter. 3rd and 23 now. Hurts. There's Hunter again, and this time he takes him down back at the 50-yard line. Great play by Danielle Hunter.
Last year, of course, 10.5 sacks. You can see he's almost just easing his way up, respectful.
Here it is again, Kev. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, forcing communication by Justin Herbert in the noise.
On 3rd and 9, here comes that pressure. Herbert steps away, ball knocked out of his hands, and it's covered up. Danielle Hunter stripped the ball out of the hands of Justin Herbert. It'll go as a strip sack, and it'll end the Chargers' threat. 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line. Chargers going back to work. 2 timeouts for the Vikings. Danielle Hunter just stands up Joshua Kelly.
6 for 6 for 64 yards this half. And immediately Sanders is drilled for a loss.
You can see this all-up look. Who's coming, who's dropping, who's not. And in this case, just too many bodies. Danielle Hunter.
Coming right back in. Blackman in for him. A rookie. See if Mahomes looks for him. As he's got pressure, and he's taken down for just the 3rd time this year. He was the fewest sacked quarterback in the league for the first month.
On the field, and Brian Flores doing an outstanding job this year of disrupting quarterback play.
The maniacal guy that everybody thinks he is. He likes it, but he loves the way that they change up that defense.
Close snap here. Fields under duress. And there is more pressure from Brian Flores' defense.
Well, this is Danielle on the other side, but Wanham's coming from that left edge of the defense, and he loops back into the middle, and he's able to make that sack. And that's what you do. Versus Deontay Foreman, and he's just going to drive him right back into Justin Fields. And Fields not able to get any kind of throw right there. And Hicks able to run under that one. And, you know, Harrison Smith told us, like, you know, you just have to think about it all the time. We have got to be able to convert the...
Needs 7 yards. Got time, and now the pressure gets to him. He tried to flip it last second, but I think they're going to say he's down.
But I want you to watch DJ Moore come into this window, and I've seen Justin Fields make this throw. It's the kind of thing that you have to anticipate, getting a little bit of pressure up front, but it looked like he had that opportunity.
Purdy trying to spin out of there. The ball comes out. Looked like he tried to throw it. But right now, it's recovered by Metellus.
Interesting thing about that play, he's down. But unlike the rest of the night we've been talking about.
The crowd reacted to the first down of the game for the hometown Packers. Took until the 4-minute mark remaining here in the second quarter. Aaron Jones. Ball came loose, and it's Elton Jenkins, the left guard, who recovers.
Kind of fits the exact same as what's been going on all season for him.
Third down and 10. Ball came loose.
Yeah, it's Danielle Hunter getting the pressure. He's working on Zach Tom. He turns the corner as well as any defensive end outside linebacker in the NFL.
really playing well for Minnesota.
All-rookie collision as Heineke dumps it off. That's Tyler Algier, and he'll lose yard. And boy, Danielle Hunter, he gets sacks, but boy, and they said he plays the run well. He played that play. Algier tackled right away.
Just right in the middle. If you watch him here, watch this quick move, the swim move. That's one, you're trying to come off the ball.
They're bringing a fifth man of the Vikings defense, and Winston is going to get brought down. Danielle Hunter was not going to be denied. That is sack number 11. That's a 7-figure bonus that Danielle Hunter just picked up.
Well, watch him right here at the bottom of your screen. He's going to go fake speed up the field and then bam, spin right back inside. See, it catches him with that backside elbow as he spins.
Been practicing the last 2 weeks. 2nd and 8 for Wilson. In trouble, trying to escape, and cannot. Few have escaped from Danielle Hunter this year. His 12th sack of the season.
Here we go. Hunter coming right off the edge, and he's going against the best here for the Denver Broncos. And Garrett Bowles escapes late. Russell Wilson was trying to stay.
Penalty makes it 2nd and 17. Wilson gets it to McLaughlin. On the screen, tracked down. Terrific play coming off the line by Danielle Hunter. We mentioned he's one away from the sack lead.
There's so many things with Hunter that you want to end up talking about, but one that kind of sticks out to me is the fact that
3rd down and 13. Pass is caught by Komet, and the tackle is made by Danielle Hunter as the drive stalls after the impressive start.
Well, they stand Pat Jones up in the interior of the line, and he just gets right on Fields in a hurry. Now they're trying to get the screen. It's handled well by Danielle Hunter.
Fields keeps again. He's in trouble. And wrapped up at the 50. They're going to call him in the grasp. Bullard was the first guy who got through.
Well, they're going to stack the line of scrimmage. And so for Justin Fields, it's a balance between understanding when you can get out of the pocket. You keep making changes at head coach and at quarterback. It's hard to build something.
Here's Roschon Johnson, who's ripped to the ground by Danielle Hunter. A loss of 2. We go down to Lisa. Fields pulls out. Sheldon Day is there. Metellus knocked it out. And that is a huge takeaway for this Vikings defense and the newcomer Day.
Sheldon Day, you're right. For him to come in this week, he's had a really good night. And Metellus, he's had a really good year.
The turnover. The Bears give it right back. Vikings have it down 6.
So 1st and 10 at the 38. Brown in the backfield, and he'll get the toss. And a big pop and little gain on that one. 2nd, 3rd, and 1 on this drive for Browning. Last time he snuck it. It's going to be a tight end around, and Hudson's going to throw it. He's looking to throw it at least. Keeps it himself and loses yardage. A great job by Danielle Hunter to string out the play.
You're right, in weeks and weeks. That was against Jacksonville, and here they are again. Hudson looking to throw the ball. A really good job by this Vikings defense. I thought he was going back to Browning on the backside for a second, but looking to go down.
2nd and 10. Browning flushed and gets nailed. And boy, do I mean nailed by Danielle Hunter back at the 20.
Minnesota.
And with 3rd and long coming up, the Vikings wisely take the timeout, but
3rd down, less than 1. It's Gibbs, and he's ripped down in the backfield by Danielle Hunter. Back at the top of his game the last couple seasons. Healthy again, dominant again. 3rd and 6. Goff in trouble and sacks. Back at the 21-yard line, Danielle Hunter.
And that's just how Dan Campbell is wired. And here's the pressure right here, just kind of driving Taylor Decker back into Jared Goff.